y'all, my name is Tina. Welcome back to Reaction Row. Today I am watching episodes 9 and 10 of season 1 of Hannibal. Last we left off, Hannibal had to, well, he didn't have to, but he killed off Tobias. And I feel like he did that to solidify a friendship with Will, so they can go ahead and bond over having to kill someone to defend themselves or whatever. But Hannibal is being a little more manipulative. We're seeing more sides of him. It's getting really good. I'm so intrigued. I want to see where it goes from here. I have a feeling that Jack kind of suspects Hannibal. I'm not sure though. I'm not certain, but the way he asks certain questions to Hannibal makes me realize that maybe he has an idea that Hannibal is not so great. I could be wrong though, because he does eat at his table, so I don't know. When I was thinking about that, because I've been thinking about the past few episodes, these past few days, and I was wondering if when Hannibal feeds Jack, if he's feeding him Miriam, like bits and pieces of her over time. I don't know. That's just where my mind went. So we'll see, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on episodes 9 and 10. Before I do that, though, I do want to thank y'all for y'all's support and all the comments. And because most of y'all wanted me to do 2 episodes per reaction video, I'm going to continue to do that. And sorry if I sound like I'm slurring. I do have a cough drop in my mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on Hannibal episodes 9 and 10. Oh, Will. What's he going to see?
I planned this moment, this monument, with precision. Collected all my raw materials in advance. I positioned the bodies carefully, according each its rightful place. Piece in the pieces disassembled. My latest victim, I save for last. I want him to watch me work. I want him to know my design.
I wonder why some of the arms are out.
My legacy.
That's why it's been decades. Their body of work, maybe whomever did it is going to die soon. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
I wasn't expecting.
Somebody please give Will a vacation.
I don't know how I got here.
Your car is outside, so we know you drove.
Well, I was on a beach in Grafton, West Virginia. I blinked, and then I was waking up in your waiting room, except I wasn't asleep. No, I'm not abused.
You have an empathy disorder. What you feel is overwhelming you.
I know.
Yet you choose to ignore it. That's the abuse I'm referring to.
What, do you want me to quit?
Well, Jack Crawford gave you a chance to quit and you didn't take it. Why?
I save lives.
And that feels good.
Generally speaking, yeah.
What about your life? I'm your friend, Will. I don't care about the lives you save. I care about your life. Your life is separating from reality.
Maybe I should get a brain scan.
Will, stop looking in the wrong corner for an answer to this.
So I was thinking last episode I said maybe he has like a brain tumor
You were
or
at the crime
something.
scene when you disassociated. Tell me about it.
It was a totem pole of bodies.
In some cultures, crimes and guilt are made manifest so that everyone can see them and see their shame.
No, this isn't shame. This is celebration. He's marking his achievements.
I'm worried about you, Will. You empathize so completely with the killers Jack Crawford has your mind wrapped around that you lose yourself to them. What if you lose time and hurt yourself? Or someone else?
I'm worried about him hurting himself.
I don't want you to wake up and see a totem of your own making.
I wish he was still alive so I could ask him. What did I make him feel? What was so
That's what I've been
wrong
wondering.
with me that he wanted to kill?
He should have. He should have killed him. So he wouldn't have killed me.
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 Well, not feeling like yourself, that's kind of what you do, isn't it?
I suppose so.
Okay.
So I seem fine to you?
Is this something you want to tell me?
I know.
How could he seem fine to Jack? Like, even I, as a
Something
viewer,
you don't want to tell me.
am worried about Will
I guess I
unraveling.
just got a little lost yesterday is all.
And where are you today?
What got to me? All those bodies got to me. And thought it was a little more obvious than it was.
If there's a problem, you need to tell me.
Everyone will know the truth.
Okay. Let's tell my story.
She's gonna twist her words or something.
I don't want to mislead you, but I don't want to lie to you either.
I won't lie if you don't.
I have feelings for you, Will. I can't just have an affair with you. It would be reckless.
Why? Why? And it is not because you have a professional curiosity about me.
No. It's because I think you're unstable. And until that changes, I can only be your friend.
Freddie Lounge is dangerous.
She said she wanted me to write about you guys in the book.
You would be forfeiting your privacy and ours.
All of this will change. Whatever you're feeling now, that won't last. Things change. Things are changing for me, too. Been doing some accounting of what's important in my life and what isn't. You are important, Abigail.
Just because you killed my dad doesn't mean you get to be him.
Abigail, you've been through a traumatic event. No one more traumatized than you, Abigail, but we went through it together. What you write about all of us.
I don't need your permission.
And you don't need our approval. But I hope it would mean something.
does that look like Hobbs?
The display was built in Grafton for a reason. Totem poles commemorate special events. They tell the story of a life. If Joel Summers is his finale, then this lowest body on the pole will be our killer's beginning. His first.
Fletcher Marshall, murdered in 1973, beaten to death right in Grafton. His grave was robbed 5 days ago.
No one convicted of killing him?
Not yet.
So our guy got away with it 40 years ago.
So we kept on going.
There will be a connection between Joel Summers and Fletcher Marshall.
Well, meet you in my office.
I wonder what's going on with his wife. They haven't really mentioned her at all.
How did he die?
Oh, him. Why did I think he looked like
Thankfully, he was
Hobbs?
gutted. I've had the body flown down here. I want Abigail Hobbs to identify it for us.
You already have a positive ID.
Not from Abigail Hobbs.
You can't put her in a room with Nick Boyle's body. She already has nightmares about him, Jack.
I'm curious about why.
You can't think that she has something to do with this.
I think Abigail Hobbs is the common denominator between her father, Marissa Shore, and Nicholas Boyle. They all go back to Abigail. My instincts tell me that Abigail has answers that we have not heard.
What are the questions, Jack?
Your father taught you.
Jack, I won't be party to this.
Then you can leave. You're here by invitation, by courtesy, Dr. Bloom. Please don't interrupt me again.
Holy darn. Jack is something else.
Where do you go when you escape from the hospital, Abigail?
Sometimes into the city, sometimes into the woods. Sometimes just out. I go get away from this. To be alone where I can think.
You believe her?
I think Abigail Hobbs is damaged. There is something she's using every ounce of that strength to keep buried, but it's not the murder of Nicholas Boyle, Jack.
What makes you so sure?
Because any reservations I have about Abigail don't extend to Hannibal. He has no reason to lie about any of this.
That's why I think Jack knows. Oh, does Jack know?
You betrayed my trust.
Ooh.
You jeopardized my life as well as your own. I deserve more than that. I need to trust you, Abigail. What if I can't?
Adopted after his parents died. Guess who Dad was?
Fletcher Marshall. Joel Summers is Joel Marshall.
We did a DNA comparison between Fletcher Marshall and Joel Summers. No match.
So Marshall's son wasn't his son?
Mom, Eleanor, was killed in a car accident 4 years after Fletcher was killed.
Genuine car accident?
If she was murdered, she would have been on the totem pole.
Well, unless he loved her too much to disgrace her that way.
Was anyone ever convicted for Marshall's murder?
There was a man named Lawrence Wells who was questioned twice in 1973. Never charged, still lives in Grafton.
Fletcher Marshall was a crime of passion. It had something that none of the other murders had.
Motive.
Let's just say it's a good thing it was the last one. I don't have the fight in me anymore.
Are you confessing to the murder of Joel Summers?
And Fletcher Marshall. And 15 others. I assume you've counted them up by now.
So you killed Joel Summers just so you'd be caught.
Not just. I killed Joel Summers because he was never meant to be.
What reason did you have to kill the others?
I had every reason to kill the others. They just had no reason to die. They never saw me coming unless I wanted them to see me coming.
Okay.
Prison is going to be a luxury next to the kind of retirement home I can afford. And I certainly won't be forgotten there. I'm securing my legacy.
just one way to be remembered. No children to tell your story. Did Joel Summers remember his father?
Not anymore.
Did you have an affair with Eleanor Marshall before you murdered her? From your silence, I'm going to take that as a yes.
He was your son, Joel Summers.
What?
You thought the woman you loved was having Fletcher Marshall's baby when she should have been having yours, but you got it the wrong way around. Eleanor chose to raise him as Fletcher Marshall's child rather than yours. So maybe she saw what's in your heart.
You didn't secure your legacy, Mr. Wells. You murdered
Killed
him.
it. Yeah.
In fact, your one act as a father was to destroy your son. Abigail Hobbs killed Nick Boyle.
Yes, I know.
Tell me why you know.
I helped her dispose of the body.
Oh, what is happening?
Evidently not well enough.
Have you told Jack Crawford?
No,
Why not?
because I was hoping it wasn't true.
We are her fathers now. We have to serve her better than Garrett Jacob Hobbs.
They are not her
Go to
fathers,
Jack
but I
and
think
make
it's
him murder
cute.
Abigail's future.
They really do care about her. Well, I know Will does. Hannibal, I think he does too, but he has his
Call my
own
lawyer, Will.
agenda. He's not gonna tell Jack.
We can tell no one.
Oh.
What we are doing here is the right thing. In time, this will be the only story any of us cares to tell.
That's it, Will. You're his husband now, and y'all are dads to Abigail, and y'all are liars. A family of liars.
I was the one who met the girls. Talked to them. Laughed and joked. Found out where they lived. Where they were going when they'd be alone. Girls that looked just like me. They could have been my friends. I couldn't say no to him, I knew. I knew it was them or me.
She was used by her dad too. Like, it's not really. She didn't have a choice.
I wondered when you would tell me.
I was monster.
No. I know what monsters are. They were a victim. And Will and I are going to protect you.
Mind if I sit?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks. I hate traveling by myself.
I love it.
Where are you going?
Consultations.
Oh, over here.
Ooh, no. Somebody's there. Why don't you turn your lights on? Oh my gosh!
I can feel my nerves.
That feels like an animal did that.
Roller coaster cogs pulling up to the inevitable long plunge.
Quick sounds quickly ended.
Abigail Hobbs ended Nicholas Boyle like a burst balloon. She took a life.
You've taken a life.
Yeah, so have you.
You're grieving well. Not for the life you have taken, but for the life that was taken from you. I want you to focus on the present moment, the now. Often as you can, think of where you are. And when. Think of who you are.
7:16 p.m. Baltimore, Maryland. My name is Will Graham.
A simple reminder. A handle to reality for you to hold on to. I know you're alive.
Oh, what is going on with Will? Does he have a tumor? Oh, please don't cut himself. Oh my God, that's the lady?
Will.
Okay, oh my gosh, I was like, it can't be him. Y'all, I'm like starting to hate Jack. Dismiss him. Send him out. For a while, I'll be like, you know what, Jack, Will, we don't need you for a few months.
You contaminated the crime scene. You've never done that before.
Thought I was responsible for it.
What are you saying? You thought that you killed that woman in there?
You know, sometimes with what I do.
What you do is you take all of the evidence available at a crime scene. You extrapolate. You reconstruct the thinking of a killer. You don't think of yourself as the killer.
I got lost in the reconstruction. Just for a second, just a blink.
I know you don't like to be the cause for concern, but I am officially concerned about you.
Officially?
Finally.
Yes, that's right.
Can't remember seeing the crime scene before I saw myself killing her.
Those memories sank out of sight. Yet you're aware of their absence.
There's a grandiosity to the violence that I imagined that feels more real than what I know is true.
What do you know to be true?
I know I didn't kill her. I couldn't have, but I remember cutting into her. I remember watching her die.
You must overcome these delusions that are disguising your reality. What kind of savage delusions does this killer have?
It wasn't savage, it was lonely.
Mm-hmm.
It was desperate, sad. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I looked right through me, past me, as if I was just a stranger.
You have to honestly confront your limitations with what you do and how it affects you.
If by limitations you mean the difference between sanity and insanity, I don't accept that.
What do you accept?
I know what kind of crazy I am, and this isn't that kind of crazy. This could be seizures. This could be a tumor.
That's what I'm thinking.
A blood clot.
I can recommend a neurologist. But if it isn't physiological, then you have to accept what you're struggling with. It's mental illness.
Tonsillitis. That's your pre-diagnosis?
Yes,
Based on...
I could smell it.
So your sense of smell has gone from calling out a nurse's perfume to diagnosing autoimmune disease.
He started sleepwalking and I noticed a very specific scent.
And what exactly does encephalitis smell like?
It has heat, a fevered sweetness.
If you suspected, why didn't you say something?
Had to be sure. Symptoms began slowly and gradually worsened. Yesterday, I asked him to draw a clock. This is what he drew.
Oh. Spatial neglect. Headaches, disorientation, hallucinations, altered consciousness. It's all the telltale signs.
It is so rare to be able to study the psychological effect of this type of malady on a person's mind.
It's more rare still to be able to study the neurological effects.
A doctor has to weigh the ultimate benefit of scientific study. Even in these terms, we know so little about the brain. There are great discoveries to be made. Opportunity.
We didn't find anything abnormal. No vascular malformations, no tumors, no swelling or bleeding, no evidence of stroke. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with you neurologically.
So what I'm experiencing is psychological.
Well, brain scans can't diagnose mental disorders. They can only rule out medical illnesses like a tumor, which can have similar symptoms. Look, we'll run some more tests. We'll take some more blood samples, but I imagine they'll prove to be just as inconclusive.
What is going on? Why is this guy...
You knew from the moment you walked into his classroom that you were putting Will in a potentially destructive environment.
I had 8 college girls dead in Minnesota. Will caught their killer.
You also caught that killer's disease. You can't stop thinking about what it is to take a life.
Well, I'd rather he go a little mad than other innocents lose their lives, and I think he would feel the same way.
Will is an innocent.
Yes, he is. I mean, Will is genuine. He'll survive anything I can put him through. He will always fight his way back to himself.
When you take him to a crime scene, Jack, the very air has screws smeared on it. In those places, it doesn't just reflect. He absorbs.
Gosh. What is Hannibal doing? Like, I just don't know what his end game is. Why he wants Will so badly to think it's mental illness. So he can rely on him? I don't know.
My name is Will Graham.
Will?
1:17 a.m. We're in Greenwood, Delaware. And my name is Will Graham. And you're alive. If you can hear me, you're alive!
When she was 9, and she told me that she was thinking about killing me, and said that she was already dead.
What sort of symptoms did she have?
She had seizures, hallucinations, psychotic depression. I was grateful when she was catatonic.
Was she ever violent?
Sometimes.
What did your doctor say?
Not much. She spent months at a time in the hospital. Blood tests and brain scans, and all of them inconclusive. They could never tell me what was wrong.
You still don't know.
They would just say it was this or it was that. They're just always guessing. And I did my own research. I wrote down every word that the doctors said, the different terminology. Learned a lot. But mostly what I learned is how little is actually known about mental illness. All they know, it's rarely about finding solutions. It's just more about managing expectations.
Managing your expectations.
Changing my expectations. You know, when Miriam last died, I had to come back here to this office to pack up. But that got to be too overwhelming. I thought I should just leave, seeing as how I had gotten a trainee killed. That lack of leadership on my part, that was my responsibility.
You didn't kill Miriam last, the Chesapeake Ripper did.
It didn't feel that way to me. I pulled her out of a classroom, like I pulled you out of a classroom.
She was a student, I'm a teacher.
I'm still just as responsible for you as I was for her.
I'll take my own responsibility.
Well, not for me, you won't. We can do it together. I broke the rules with Miriam. I encouraged her to break the rules. I am breaking the rules with you now.
By letting an unstable agent do field work?
Special agent. That means you represent the FBI. You still represent me.
Have I misrepresented you, Jack?
No. But you have me curious. Why are you still here when the both of us know that this is bad for you?
Oh,
Do you
now
want me to
he
quit?
cares?
No, you had an opportunity to quit. You didn't take it. Why not? Let me tell you what I think.
I feel like he made him feel guilty that last
A
time.
sense of stability for you. Stability is good for you, Will.
Stability requires strong foundations, Jack. My moorings are built on sand.
I'm not sand. I am bedrock.
So you set his mind on fire.
Imagination is an interesting accelerant for feeling.
So, how far does this go? You put out the fire? Or do you let him burn?
Will is my friend. We will put out the fire when it's necessary.
He has asked for more tasks.
Now that we have confirmed what it is, it'll be easier to hide from him.
Why is this doctor going along with that?
Put these in.
I don't know what opportunity he's talking about. Like, I guess studying
Be over
him,
before you know.
maybe? Or whatever Hannibal's gonna do for him? Or, I don't know. Maybe I missed something?
Dr. Sutcliffe?
Is he imagining this, or this really happened? What in the world?
You're clean.
Was it that girl?
You couldn't have done this without getting something on you, and there's nothing on you.
Well, not that I'm aware of. Was your doctor Sutcliffe in the habit of seeing patients after hours when he's the only one in the office?
It was very accommodating.
Georgia Mansion followed you here, and while you're ticking away in the MRI, she does this to your doctor.
You're in Wolf Trap, Virginia. Your name is Georgia Mansion.
Is she gonna reach for him? I have like anxiety. My shoulders are tense.
Together.
My life.
I am grieving Dr. Sutcliffe, but Will is very much alive. He's still desperate for an explanation that can make everything right again.
I'm pretty desperate for some explanations myself. Really want to talk to this young woman when she comes to. How much do you think she'll remember?
I sincerely hope for her sake she doesn't remember much.
Hannibal. I figured it was him. Oh, she can't see faces. That doctor knew too much. Oh my gosh. Hannibal is hiding Will's diagnosis from him. I don't know why. I mean, I think he wants him to rely on him. That's what I'm thinking. He wants him to rely on him. He wants him to think that it's mental illness so that he has to keep coming to him. Maybe? I don't know what his big game is, but that's what I'm thinking. And as far as Abigail Hobbs, kind of knew that she did help her dad. It's sad to know that she felt like she had to, because if it wasn't those girls, it was her, which is really sad and scary to live in that household like that. I wonder why her dad, though, felt that he wanted to kill her. Like, I don't think they've ever explained that part of it, so I don't know why he felt like he had to kill her, and if he didn't kill her, he had to kill people who look like her. So I feel really bad for her, because even though, yeah, she helped, it was kind of like what we said in the beginning, where she didn't really have a choice, and it was kind of like a survival. So I don't know what's going on with Will. I don't know what Hannibal's gonna do to him. I feel so bad for Will. Like, I felt like Jack really didn't give him a choice to leave. I know they keep saying that he did, that he gave him the option, but it felt like he was really upset about it and guilt-tripping him about it when he did mention it during that Angel episode. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to more. It's getting even better. We're seeing more of Hannibal's side. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch more. And I'm going to continue doing 2 episodes per reaction video. A lot of you said that you enjoyed them, so I'll do that from now on. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.